What is going on, Bucs fans? Evan Wanish here, back at you with yet another video talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And today we are doing Betting the Bucs episode 3. So, Betting the Bucs episode 3 coming up for the upcoming game against the New Orleans Saints. Tampa Bay's on the road in New Orleans after losing to Philadelphia. They're now 2-1 on the season. New Orleans also lost their last game in heartbreaking fashion to the Green Bay Packers. So, battle of 2-1 teams here. Let's review last week, which was not a great week. We started off great, 5-0 against, in the week 2 game, but last week was not great. We had Baker Mayfield over 219 passing yards, did not get that. Chris Godwin over 59.5 receiving yards, did not get that. Chris Godwin anytime touchdown, did not get that. But we did hit the Jalen Hurts over 249.5 passing yards. Unfortunately, that was the only one we hit was the opposing player. So we went 1-3 last week, bringing our total on the season to 6-3 overall record. So with that being said, let's get right into it. I'm looking to bounce back this week, and I'm feeling pretty good about these picks. So on DraftKings, the current line is the Saints are favored by 3.5 points. That makes sense. I mean, obviously the home team. Bucs are coming off a loss. Bucs have struggled a little bit against the Saints in recent years, even though they swept them last year. Both games weren't really pretty, but 52% of the bets are on Tampa Bay currently on DraftKings. So go check that out over there. Not sponsored. Would love to be a sponsor, but not sponsored by DraftKings. But I am going to be taking Tampa Bay plus 3.5. And this is also using the same game parlay builder. So all these odds are using that there. I'm going to be taking Tampa Bay plus 3.5. Don't know if the Buccaneers are going to win the game. I just think it's going to be a pretty low scoring game, and typically low scoring games mean close games. So I do like the Bucs 3.5, especially that half, right? That half number. I do like that. I think it's going to be a pretty tight game. So you can get that at minus 110 right now on DraftKings. I also like the under in this game. The over-under set for 39.5 points. I like the under. Both times these teams played, I believe the first one was 30 points in the 20-10, and then the second one was I don't even remember the final score of that, but the second one, it was definitely under. So the last 2 times these teams have played, it hit the under. So I think it's going to hit the under again. The Bucs injuries on defense kind of do concern me. I'm not sure who's going to be available, who's not, but I still do like the under there. So I'm going to take the under at minus 112. So it's minus 112 there for that under. And the last time it was 17-16, Tampa Bay was out on top. So again, probably hit the under there. So last 2 times these teams played have hit the under. I like the under again. I also like Levante David over 4.5 tackles in this one, minus 135. Kind of feels like free money to me, honestly. Like it kind of feels pretty free. I know there is no guarantees in betting, but it does feel pretty safe to me to do that. I do like Levante David there. He had led the team last week with 13 total tackles, so I like him getting over 4.5. I like that number. It's minus 135. Look, going to continue rolling with it. Chris Godwin over 5.5 receiving catches. Sorry, plus 114 plus money there. Chris Godwin hasn't been involved yet, and I think the Bucs have to realize that they got to get him involved. Mike Evans always has some issues with Marshawn Lattimore. We know that. I think Chris Godwin could have a pretty nice day here with a lot of the attention going to Mike Evans, who's been really hot, touchdowns in 3 straight games, has been probably their best offensive player. So I think Godwin could finally get a lot of receptions this week. I like the over 5.5 receptions for Godwin, especially at plus money. Like I think it's a good bet. And then the final one I have, which is for the opposing team, I like to do all of the Bucs and then one opposing team bet. I like Michael Thomas over 4.5 catches, minus 145. I do. I think they're going to get him involved, especially with even if Carlton Davis or Jamal Dean, even if they play, they might be a little banged up. So I think Michael Thomas could get involved in the Saints offense pretty early and often. So I do like that bet. A $10 parlay. You do all this in a parlay, you throw $10 on it, wins 260. So a good bet there. I might take some of it. I have not taken all of it. Unfortunately, I did take Baker Mayfield in a parlay with Jalen Hurts last week on the over passing yards. Baker burned me. Jalen Hurts did not, but hopefully this week can be a little bit better. hoping for a better week than 1-3. We got 5 picks here. Hopefully, we go 4-1, 5-0. Who knows if we can get back on track here, though. But let me know what you guys think. Is there any prop bets, any other bets that you like? Do you like the Saints -3.5? Do you like the over in this game? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm always curious to hear what you guys are looking for when betting. I do appreciate all the support for this series. It's been pretty fun for me to do. I've been sports betting for a little bit now, and yeah, it's a fun thing. And I know, obviously, just please, gamble responsibly, of course. And if you're under 21, obviously you cannot. But yeah, I do like these picks. Like I said, I really like the under 3.5. Feels right to me, and we'll see what happens in the Buccaneers matchup against the New Orleans Saints. But that is going to be all for Betting the Bucs episode 3. We will be back next week to review how I did. It's going to be the bye week, so we won't really have any sort of preview of the Detroit game or anything. Maybe just a recap. Maybe we'll wait until the next week when we have the Detroit props and everything up. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go Bucs.